Hey y'all, it's your girl Leah and I'm back with another video. And y'all know I got my wine, so I'm back for another story time.
I'm the highest in the room. Hope I make it out of here. Ain't stressing about the loot.
First things first, I want to say I love y'all. Thank you for supporting me, watching my videos, liking, comment, and subscribing. Y'all been showing out for me lately, and honestly, y'all showing out. I'm gonna keep putting out the work. Like, I went live the other day and I never go live on any of my platforms, and I was very entertained. Y'all know how I always say, like, I think I have like social anxiety, and yeah, I think I just have to get used to it. But I will be definitely going live sometimes, so anytime you want to talk to me, ask me any questions, I'm gonna be on live. You can talk to me on there. Feel free to add me on Instagram, DM me. I do respond. If you comment on my posts or my videos or anything, more than likely you're gonna get a response from me, because I'm just like, I'm never too good to respond to y'all. So like I said, we are a community, we are best friends, we locked in. So keep supporting me, keep watching, tell a friend to tell a friend, okay? And let's get straight into the story. All right, y'all, so I don't know what I'm gonna title this video, but y'all already know I didn't work like 10 jobs all at once. So we're gonna take it back to one of the 10 jobs, y'all. So one of my 10 jobs was Amazon. Y'all, when I first started Amazon, it was during the pandemic, and literally crazy job. When I tell y'all, I have so many story times about that job. If you've ever worked at Amazon, you know Amazon and drama go together real bad. So let's just talk about how my coworker invited me out, y'all, and literally it took a turn for the worst. Okay, so when I first started Amazon, on my very first day, y'all, somebody got fired for basically like sexual harassment towards me. Honestly, I cannot remember what he said, but it was so embarrassing. It was my first day. I literally haven't even been in the building for 5 minutes. I was on my way to orientation, and literally somebody yelled out something about me, about my looks, and I guess he was trying to say I look good, but I can't remember exactly, because this was like during COVID, and literally it put a target on my back. Like, it was it was crazy. And y'all know, like, I'm very shy, so I was thrown off because I heard him, but I wasn't able to put a face to it. Like, but as soon as he said something, the guy that we're gonna be talking about in this story, we're gonna name him Ed. Ed basically hopped on it real quick, like came to my defense. He was like a lead, almost, like, I don't want to say manager, but like a lead. And he was like, we don't play like that. And literally he had to go to the office. They had to have a whole sit down with me. I'm like, look, I don't want to get nobody in trouble. Maybe he didn't mean it that way. And you know, it was my first day, so I just wasn't trying to be that girl. And literally I was hearing people talk about me like, oh, now she about to think she all that. And I'm like, hold on, like, I just walked in the building. I don't think that I'm all that. And I didn't even start this. Like, he literally said something to me, and they wanted the guy to never say anything to me. As this boy was leaving after being fired, he came up to me and apologized and was just like, look, I didn't mean any harm by that. Like, what I said, I really sincerely like apologized. I told him we were good, and I wanted him to know that I had nothing to do with him getting fired. And he was like, he already knew that. And we kind of just squashed whatever it was. I honestly don't even remember what this guy even looked like. And I'm sorry that he lost his job for that, because, you know, jobs be taking that stuff super serious. They don't really like to play around. And Ed, y'all, he was claiming that he was a cop, y'all. So he was like, yeah, I take this serious because I'm a cop, and sexual harassment, you know, that's a real thing or whatever. And I'm like, oh, okay, like, you do, like, you're a cop during the day or something. I don't think I was working nights. I think I asked him if he was a cop at night, honestly. But as more of the story goes on, y'all, it was a trip, okay? So we became super cool at the job, to the point where like I wasn't doing no work, y'all. Like I was supposed to be packing groceries, and I became like security, just checking badges. That was it. And Ed honestly like took me under his wing, was like, no, you're gonna be working side by side with me. We're gonna be checking these badges, and that's it. Like we ain't gonna be doing nothing. So that was like the easiest 4 hours for me, because it was like, okay, then I clock in to there, clock out, and go to my other job, and then that's when I can put in the work at my other job. But this job is very laid back. I ain't really gotta do too much. Cool, I'm with it. So the more and more me and Ed would be around each other, we became super cool. We opened up about a lot of things. We were talking. He even mentioned to me that, but keep in mind, this is how y'all know I was young and dumb. As me and Ed are getting to know each other, Ed mentions to me like, yeah, I'm a cop outside of here. Like when I leave here, I clock into my other job. And I'm like, oh, okay. So then we start talking about relationships. And y'all, Ed likes guys as well. I don't want to put a label on anybody, so I'm just going to say he likes guys as well. So I'm like, oh, okay, like you got a man. I'm getting it all in the business, because, you know, he was all in my business, so I'm getting all in his. And he was like, yeah, my man, I do have one. We've been together for like 5 years, and currently he's in jail, and he be calling me. And I'm like, hold on, like I got a couple police officers in my family, and I know for a fact that if your man is in jail, you're not supposed to be on the phone like that. Like I just didn't understand. I'm like, your man is in jail and y'all be on the phone. Did you get permission? Like, you know, I'm just asking from what I know. From what I was told by family members, how that's supposed to go. But it just seemed a little fishy. So I only asked one question. He was like, yeah, like I did get permission from my job. And I'm like, oh, okay. The more and more I started working at Amazon, y'all, Ed was always there. So in my head, I started to put together that Ed he was not a cop. Like, but you know, hey, I'm not gonna use that against him. I just never brought it up. Then I noticed that Ed did not have a car. So I'm like, oh, do you drive? Like, you know, I'm asking him questions. He's like, yeah, my car in the shop. Y'all, this car never got out the shop. This car never got out of the shop. So one day he asked me like, hey girl, we should hang out outside of work. I'm like, okay, cool. I'm like, where are you trying to go? What you trying to do? He was like, okay, they're having this kickball game, and it's somebody on the team that I'm feeling, so I want to go. So I'm like, okay, cool. You want to meet there, or you want me to pick you up? He was like, oh no, you can just pick me up. We can go together, hang out, and then get drinks after. So I'm like, okay, cool. Mind y'all, I was kind of new to the DMV at this time, so honestly I didn't have no friends out here. So I'm like, okay, cool. Like I don't really know nobody. I could probably meet new friends out with him, like, you know, or whatever. So I went, y'all. The kickball game was cool, but when I got there, y'all, for him to be saying that he liked somebody on the team, y'all, he was mighty mute. He ain't had nothing to say. Ed was not himself like how he was at work. He was a whole nother person, very mute, did not have much to say. And keep in mind, like, Ed is a lot, like, I wouldn't say a lot, but he was a little bit older than me. So it was an older crowd out there. It wasn't really people like, it was people my age, but not really too many people my age. So as we're out there, he's not really saying much. Like, he's not really doing much. He's kind of like standoffish. He got his arms crossed. He got an attitude. I'm like, you good? Like, you cool? He's like, yeah, I just see somebody I don't like. So I'm like, oh, okay. Like, all right. Y'all not about to fight, right? He was like, no. So why the boy that he don't like comes up and he says what's up to him, and he with a stink attitude, what's up? Now where I'm from, there's only 2 different types of what's up you can give me. What's up or what's up. that second what's up is what he gave to that boy, like he wanted to fight. And I'm like, hold on, I don't want to be working up no fight. I am not no referee, okay? Because if y'all start fighting, look, y'all on your own, okay? So y'all, he was ready to go after the boy had said something to him, and we got in a car, and y'all, whole personality just like flipped. And I was like, okay, Ed is a little weird, but I'm not gonna hold that against him. I'm not gonna treat him different. Maybe it was, he was thrown off. Maybe he's seen something. We are just getting to know each other, so I don't want to judge him. So I left it at what it was. Y'all, so we returned to work on Monday. Ed comes running up to me. Girl, what you doing this weekend? I'm like, I don't have no plans. What you got planned? He's like, I want you to come to this gay bar with me or whatever. Me and my friends is gonna be there. I want you to come. I'm like, okay, cool. Now, mind y'all, I only had met one of his friends before. I'm fast forwarding to basically the good parts, but me and Ed had hung out before, and one time it was pretty chill, wasn't really long, so it wasn't worth mentioning. Ed's friend was gonna be there. Ed's friend was there, like his best friend. He was there, and y'all, reasons why I'm putting this in there or whatever, because okay, so when Ed asked me if I wanted to go on a weekend over with him to the gay bar, I was like, oh, okay, cool, like who gonna be there? And he was like, my best friend and my other friends gonna be there. So the best friend, right? Before, I had met him before we were going out this time. And when we was at Ed's house, the best friend had said to me, girl, he kind of messy. And that had always stuck out to me, and it was always in my head. So for us to all be hanging out, I was kind of nervous to go out with him over the weekend, because I'm like, dang, Ed best friend, and he gonna be there, and he said that he's kind of messy. Maybe I need to, be on the lookout or whatever. So as we was at Ed's house and he had said that, it popped in my head to be like, hey Ed, where's that uniform, that police uniform? And y'all know what he said to me? Girl, my uniform is at the cleaners. You only got one outfit? You ain't got multiple outfits, and all of them is at the cleaners? But I should have said it in front of the best friend, because then it would have confirmed if he really was a cop or not, because I know that the best friend wouldn't have lied. So y'all, fast forward, yes, he tells me that his best friend was gonna be there and two other his friends. So I'm like, okay, you wanna meet there? You wanna ride in the car? He like, no, you gonna ride with us. Like, my best friend is going to drive us. So I'm like, okay, cool. We're gonna give the best friend a name. We're gonna call him Tay Tay. So Tay Tay was gonna drive. So I'm like, all right, cool. I'm gonna meet you at your house kind of early or whatever, because we will always be having like, little sidebar conversations. He will always ask me to help him pick out his outfit or whatever, and we was just cool like that. We'll have a drink. So I pull up to his house kind of like at like 8. We wasn't gonna leave out until 10. So I get to Ed's house, y'all. We drinking, we having a good time. He was like, girl, my ex is supposed to be hanging out. Tay Tay is still cool with my ex, and I don't really like my ex like that. Like, I speak or whatever, but I don't want to talk to him. He did some BS. I'm like, Ed, please do not be fighting tonight. Like, I don't want to be caught up in no drama. Like, do you think that y'all could act mature in the same, facility? Can y'all not do this? He was like, yeah, of course. Like, as long as that bitch don't say nothing to me, I won't say nothing to him. And I'm like, okay, respect. Like, get it. Got it. So Tay Tay comes in the door, y'all, and Tay Tay has two other people with him, and Tay Tay like, you ready, y'all? They getting hype. I'm getting hype because I'm ready to hang out with them. Like, I'm like, okay, they giving good vibes. I'm ready to go. So we get in the car, and y'all, Tay Tay's playing the music. I guess as we're getting closer, because I've never been here before. I only went to one gay bar, and it was with my sister. And honestly, I had a good time with my sister. So I'm like, okay, hopefully this is a good experience as well. So we getting closer, and Tay Tay literally turns the music down and looks at Ed and is like, bitch, don't show your ass tonight. So I'm thinking to myself, like, dang, this is the second time he didn't say something to Ed. And it's giving like, you be doing shit. So I'm like, oh Lord, what the hell did I get myself into? So y'all, we get out, we go in, we vibing, I order food because I was hungry. I'm fat. I order food, we got drinks. I'm having a good time. Me and Tay Tay is talking, we vibing in there, we dancing, everything. And then y'all, all of a sudden I see everybody's head turn like this all at once. And I had never seen what Ed's ex looked like. So he comes over, he speaks to everybody. He even speaks to Ed. He even spoke to me. He was like, who are you? You are so beautiful. And I'm introducing myself, and Ed is looking at me like this, like, girl, we don't talk to him. And I'm like, what? Like, nobody put me on to who this is. So I'm like, okay, what? Maybe this is one of their friends. And then he said something to Ed, like, hey, what's up? How are you? And Ed is like, get the out of my face. So I'm like, what's going on? It was like, get the out of my face. So Tay Tay was like, didn't we just talk about this? Like, you knew he was coming. Like, why are you tripping? So Ed starts turning up in the bar, y'all. He's getting loud, like, you know I don't like you, so why are you speaking to me? Get the out of my face. Don't say nothing to my friend talking about me. Don't say nothing to her. So the boy looks at me. He was like, you sure you want to be friends with him? He's crazy. And I didn't say anything. I'm looking all dumb in the face like Scooby-Doo. Like, I look stupid. And I'm like, hold on. Like, first of all, it's already loud in here. Y'all are arguing. People are looking at y'all. And even the bartender is looking like, please don't start, Josh. And I'm like, what is happening? So y'all, I'm like literally still eating my food because I want to act like this is not happening right now. So as they're going at it, Ed is louder than his ex. Like, the ex is really calm and just kind of like nonchalant about it. Like, you're a joke. Like, he's just like, you're a joke. Like, you're weird. And Ed is just like, get the out my face before I pop on you. And he just saying the extra. So then Ed offers him to go outside. Like, do you want to fight? And I'm like, no, there's not going to be no fighting. Nobody's going to fight. And basically the ex was like, I'm not about to fight you. Like, is you crazy? He was like, is you crazy? Like, I look good. I'm not fighting you tonight. Like, I look good. So Ed starts popping off, walking out the door. And one thing about me is, if you act a fool, I'm not gonna act a fool with you. Like, if we in public, calm down. Like, you're doing too much. So, and I don't like to be embarrassed. So everybody's looking, you're walking out yelling like, we really about to get right. And I'm not following you. I'm not about to entertain that. So y'all, Ed comes back in after being out there for like 5 minutes. I'm still at the bar eating my food, minding my business. Tay sitting next to me and was like, girl, this is the drama that I have to go through. He was like, he knows that he was coming. That's why I had made the comment that I made in the car. So I was like, oh, okay, now it's all making sense. So as me and Tay are at the bar talking about it, Ed walks up, y'all, and literally says, Tay, you fake as F. So Tay is like, how am I fake? Like, I'm still cool with both of y'all. I told you I was inviting him out, and he was gonna come out regardless if I didn't invite him or not. He was still gonna come. So Tay and Ed are going back and forth, and best friends, they go back and forth. But the way Ed was coming at Tay, it was almost like, yeah, you got one more, this is your last straw with me, and I'm ready to hook off on you, because he was mad at the ex. So Tay was like, I'm not your problem. Your problem is with him. And sometimes you act like you cool, and sometimes you act like you're not. Like, he was like, you still be calling him. So what's the big deal if you see him out? So that triggered something. Ed starts going off, starts going crazy. It was just a hot mess. He went outside. And at this point, I'm done with my food. So now I can go outside and see what's wrong. So y'all, he went outside, but this time he was outside a little longer. It was, not to mention, it was very cold outside. So that's why I did not want to follow him the first time. So I went out there to kind of like calm him down. Y'all, when I went out there, it was heated. He was like so mad. Like he was pissed off. And I'm like, are you okay? Like, what is happening? Like, what is it about this boy that got you this mad? Like, you were fine until he walked in. He was like, it's just a lot. Like, I don't really want to talk about it right now or whatever. And I'm just like, for somebody that got a new man that's in jail, why you tripping over your old man like that? Like, it don't make sense. Something had to be going on. So I'm like, okay, I'm about to let them know that we're about to leave, because Ed was like, I'm ready to go, like we need to leave, I'm about to get us an Uber. And I was like, okay, let me just let them know that we're about to leave, because my mama always told me who you come with is who you leave with. And I'm like, okay, at least we can just let them know that we're about to leave. Y'all, I goes inside to let them know we're about to leave. And when I come back outside, y'all, why is Ed hopping off of a truck hood? So I'm like, what are you doing? He's like all dirty, like clothes is filthy. I'm like, what are you doing? Y'all, when I looked, the front windshield of this car was completely shattered. I'm like, Ed, did you just do that? He was like, we gotta go. Our Uber's on the way. Y'all, we are literally running across the street because, you know, they be having like security and stuff outside. I'm like, why would you do that? He was like, no, he got me effed up. He got me so effed up. I'm not playing with him. All this type of stuff. F them. I'm not cool with Tay either. He fake. He's like talking about his friends like a dog. And I'm just standing there, y'all, just shivering like with my coat, like, damn, it's fucking cold out here. Waiting for the Uber. I'm like, your hands are dirty. Your clothes are dirty. Like, why would you do that? Why did you shatter that window? Whose car is that? Like, whose is that? He was like, that's my ex car. And I'm like, why? Like, why you pick tonight to do that? Especially with me here. Like, I hate when people do crazy stuff when I'm near. And I'm like, why? Like, I don't even know you like that for you to be doing nothing crazy with me. Okay? Like, no. So, y'all, literally, I'm gonna say, like, after that, I was kind of like falling back from Ed. We were still close, but we wasn't as close. Like, I didn't want to go anywhere outside of work with him. And then one day I'm out and about and he calls me and was like, hey girl, I just got served at my house about the windshield. I need you to come to court and basically say that I didn't do that. And I was like, no, I'm not showing up to no court. I'm not doing that. Like, no, I wasn't there when you did it. I just seen you just jump off the car. And I'm sure they have cameras out there. Like, if you got served, there's probably a case against you. And I'm not going down for nobody. Like, I don't even know you like that to even be sitting up here even lying. I'm not gonna lie for you. Like, no. Y'all, literally, I get a call from his lawyer, and his lawyer was like saying my first and last name on my voicemail. That pissed me off so bad. It was like, hey, we would love for you to come in and, you know, tell your side of the story of how the night went and how Ed did not, you know, commit a crime that night. And I'm like, I'm so thankful I did not answer that phone call. Y'all, I never showed up to the court. I never even talked to Ed after that. I stopped working at Amazon probably like 2 days after he called me. I kind of like stopped showing up. I couldn't take it no more. And y'all, we never spoke again. He was very upset. He ended up unfollowing me on Instagram. And yeah, we never spoke again. Never. And but mind y'all, he did all of that, right? And he was supposed to be a cop. You were supposed to be a cop. I hope you guys enjoy this story time. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and keep showing me some love. Tell a friend to tell a friend to watch my videos, okay? Love y'all. Bye.